Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. For class 7th computer science, we are going to demonstrate chapter number 2, creating charts in MS Excel. First of all, we must understand what is basically meant by a chart. A chart is a pictorial representation of data. Charts make it easier for us to understand large quantities of data. They help us to see the relationship between two quantities. For example, weight and height, sales and price. So these are basically the examples using which we can represent a chart. A chart is basically a graphical representation of data. There are different types of charts available. In Microsoft Excel, we can draw different types of charts. So in this video, we will see how can draw these types of charts in a quite easier way in Microsoft Excel. For this purpose, what I have done, I have opened a Microsoft Excel file and I have typed this text over here. And this data is given on your books page numbers 20. This is basically data about revenue and expenditure. Revenue means the income earned by a company, and the expenditure means expenses done by the company. This revenue and expenditures are for different years: year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. So, what we have to do, we have to draw different charts as we have mentioned over here. Okay, these are the charts that we have to draw. We have to draw these charts in Microsoft Excel. So, in very first sheet, I am going to draw the line chart. So I am double clicking the sheet name and I am renaming it with the name of line chart. Then I am right clicking on it to make a duplicate. Move or duplicate is going to make another duplicate sheet for me in the same file. So on the second sheet, I am going to draw what I am going to draw on the second sheet. I'm going to make some copies because I have to draw 5 charts in this file. So what I have done, I have made some copies of these sheets. So in these sheets, what we are going to do, we are going to apply these options. First is basically the line chart. The very first is the line chart. The second one is I'm going to rename it with the column chart. The third one is 3D stack chart. Fourth one is bar chart. And the fifth one is scatter chart. Now, these are the different charts types that we have taken over here in different sheets. Now we have to see how we can draw these charts. First, I am coming to the line chart. The same data is there in all the charts for which we are going to draw these charts: line chart, column chart, 3D stack chart, bar chart, and scatter chart. In the line chart, what I am going to do, basically first we must understand what is basically line chart. Line chart compares the trends in data at equal intervals, and it shows the result in the form of a line. Now if we select this data and go to insert chart option, in insert chart option you will see that there is a line chart option, and in the line chart option, very first option is there to insert line chart. This is basically the line chart. In this chart you will see that the blue color line is showing the revenue is being shown by blue color line, and the expenditure is being shown by brown color line. So when we will click on the title, we can rename it. We can mention over here that it is line chart. So I have renamed it. You can write any other thing, company names or any other thing, in order to represent this line chart. So in this way, we can easily draw the line chart. Now you will see that format menu is now active. You can apply different formats, like you can change the background color, you can take dotted lines, you can take the values mentioned on the chart. You can apply different options. You can change the lines color in any other color according to your requirement. So you can do all these things according to your requirement. You can apply any format that is suitable to you. Now we will move towards the second option, which is column chart. Now again the same text is there because we had made the duplicates of those sheets and we renamed the sheets so that we can use these sheets for the other charts. Now second one is column chart. Column chart is basically the chart which shows the data in the form of columns. It shows changes in the data over a period of time, or it illustrates comparisons amongst items. Categories are organized horizontally and values vertically. In a column chart, each data point in a series is represented by a column. Now we will select this text and go to insert option, and over there we will find out this is basically the column insert column chart. Very first option is there, insert column. Again you will see over here okay, the columns have been inserted. Revenue is being represented by blue color column and the expenditure is being represented by light brown color column. I can change the title in order to show you that this is basically a column chart. Then we can change the colors according to our requirement. If we are not comfortable with these bars, we can change the bars colors in any other color. We can apply different formatting options from here. It's basically up to us. Now come to the third type, which is 3D stack chart. 3D stack chart, we are basically drawing the charts for the same data, but we are trying to understand the differences between these charts. So in this 3D stack chart, what will happen? We will select the data, we will go to the insert option, and we will find out okay, basically where is the 3D stack option available. This is 3D stack column. This is 3D stack column. 3D stack column chart basically represent the data in single columns having two portions in each column. One portion will be representing one quantity and the other portion will be representing other quantity. Over here the revenue is being represented by blue color and basically the uh, expenditure is being represented by light brown color. So it is also showing the data in the form of bars, but now the bars are single and the bars are divided into two portions showing you the ratio or the comparison between the two values. This is called, I'm going to rename this chart. This is called 3D stacked column chart. 3D stacked column chart. Okay. Now we move to another type of chart which is called bar chart. We come to this sheet of bar chart. Again, I am going to select this text and I am going to insert option. Now, bar chart is basically similar to the column chart, but its shape is horizontal in nature. It is not vertical. Bars were vertical, but now when we will go to this option, it is horizontal. The bar chart was the column chart was vertical, but the bar chart is horizontal. You will see over here if we go to this option, you will be able to see that it is basically a 2D bar. When we click on it, the revenue is being represented by blue color bars which are horizontal, and the expenditure is represented by brown color bar which is basically horizontal now. So the difference between the column chart and the bar chart is that column chart is vertical and bar chart is horizontal. And of course afterward you can apply different color options depending on your requirement. You can change the colors according to your requirement, so it's up to you. You can apply different formatting options. I'm going to rename this with the name of bar chart. Okay. Now, on your page number 22, another type of the charts is given which is called scatter chart. Scatter chart basically plots each data point with a marker. Unlike a line chart, the x-axis of a scatter chart has numbers and not text labels. So x-axis Text marks are spaced according to their values and not just evenly placed along with the axis, y-axis. Now the thing is that when you select this text and you go to the insert option, you will have to find out where is basically the scattered chart. Scattered chart is this, where dots are being represented. When you will click on it, you will find over here that this is scatter chart. Scatter chart is not making a complete line, but only showing the dots, the points. It is showing the values using dots. That's why it is called scatter chart. If we join these points with a line, it will become a line chart. It means scatter chart is like a line chart, but it is not a complete line, but scattered points. So scattered points are given over here. I am writing over here its name, scatter chart. So in this video, we have understood these types of charts: line chart, column chart, 3D stack column chart, bar chart, and scattered chart. And we came to know how we can draw a column chart, how we can draw a line chart, how we can draw a column chart, a 3D stack column chart, bar chart, and a scatter chart. I hope you will be able to apply these options quite convenient.